Good morning and welcome back. Mike Eppel joins us now with a look at business. Mike, how are you?
How are you?
Good. Okay, before we get to business news, just very quickly, if you could, in one word, your reaction to the results from last night?
Extremely underwhelming from a voter turnout and not unexpected.
That's a lot of words.
That's not, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all right.
You're asking me to do something.
That's okay.
I do not follow directions very early this morning, apparently.
All good. I see.
Look, I said off air, we saw zero engagement from our local candidates in the home riding here, and you get what you get if you're not going to engage the voters, and you see a record low voter turnout. So, you know,
I hear you. And I'm going to talk to Tammy Sutherland about that voter turnout in just a bit. Now let's get to home sales, shall we? What are we seeing? Signs of?
A slowdown, and how psychology and interest rates are intertwined, Melanie, as the May home sales results for the GTA showed a dramatic drop-off in sales year over year, down close to 39% compared to a year ago. Prices are kind of holding steady, although starting to drift a little bit at $1.2 million on average. And the number of new listings, this is interesting, up 26%. So people are kind of going, uh-oh, might have missed the peak for sales and prices. Better get in now and list before prices drop further. So now you're starting to see the turn where, and the Treb statement talked about this morning. People don't want to be the last in the market buying at the peak, and now they're kind of waiting to see how far maybe prices fall. We've had 3 interest rate hikes so far this year. We had one of the deputy governors of the Bank of Canada just yesterday, Melanie, saying interest rates might have to double from current levels just to get ahead of inflation. And even then, they're not sure that's going to be enough. So we've got a long way to go here, potentially, for this shift in the mortgage and real estate market.
Mike, as we took a look at this global economy, even a company as big as Tesla saying we might need to slash here.
Elon Musk says he's got a bad feeling. Yeah, that's kind of interesting how the head of a company that builds electric cars, which are supposed to be in big demand over the next decade, Musk is talking about Tesla potentially cutting 10% of its global workforce. And they've already initiated a hiring freeze. Kind of interesting. But he's not the first executive to say something of this nature this week. The head of J.P. Morgan, Jamie Dimon, said earlier this week, he sees a hurricane approaching, higher interest rates, rising inflation, global uncertainty. One of the heads of one of the world's biggest banks, not sounding too optimistic. And again, we're at, it's a challenge for policymakers, certainly, and what to expect next in the global economic framework.
What can we expect next with gas prices, Mike? Because they jumped again, and they are jumping even more so over the weekend.
Yeah, almost $4 and $4.
Ooh, I was going to say that is pricey, Mike.
I was in the States recently, so $4 per gallon there. So I kind of got that in my head a little bit here. $2 and almost 9 cents per liter this morning, and going up to almost $2.12 tomorrow. And then I'm looking at the wholesale price for gas right now, Melanie, because remember, talked about this earlier the week. Wholesale gas was at a record. 2-3 days later, we see a record at the pumps. Got another record this morning on the market. Do the math. It's not looking good, unfortunately.
We're going to leave you.
And OPEC even announced a production increase yesterday. Didn't do anything to cool things down.
I was going to get to your Dijon really quickly. We got 10 seconds. What's happening with the Dijon mustard? Come on now.
The next shortage, Dijon mustard. We're a major exporter of mustard seed. Canadian producers. Last year's crop wasn't great. This year, maybe not so much. The French producers of Dijon mustard are saying they can't get enough supply. That might be the next thing on store shelves that have some empty spaces.
Man, I love that Dijon mustard. It's delicious.
Really?
Yeah, it makes a sandwich delicious.
I'm not a mustard guy.
Oh, I could do that. Oh, it's
I'm not a pickle guy either.
What is wrong with you? We need to have a further discussion.
Olives, no.
Oh boy. All right, we're going to end it here then. Our friendship is over, Mike. Have a great weekend.
See ya.
Take care.